One of the most common questions we get asked is, how do I see the stats for the different players on the team or for my child? And so this video will go into details about how to see the stats under different situations. So we're going to go to the stats tab, and everyone has access to the team stats. So the first chart there is the high level stats for the team, so wins, loss, ties. The second chart is penalty minutes, face-off percentages, and the third one is defensive stats. But there's nowhere in here currently that shows any of the player stats. So for that, we're going to switch back to the roster tab and then make sure we have the fans selected in the top right. And then you'll notice here that I've got my fan and I'm assigned stats and admin. So in your case, you may have invited other fans, and so you just need to make sure you find yours, or the fan that you want to change, and you're going to click on it and choose change role. And so if we're a parent, we're going to choose the parent role, and you can associate up to 2 different players with your parent or with your fan. So we're going to select number 3, and we're going to select number 22. So I'll be able to see now the cumulative stats for player 3 and player 22. And you have to make sure that you've got the parent role or the player role assigned if you're a player. So we're going to choose, we'll assume we're a parent, we're going to choose save. And now when we go back to the stats tab, now you'll notice that across the top of the screen, you have the team stats like we saw before, but there's a new tab on the right-hand side called player. And when we select that, because we have 2 players associated with us, we have the choice between the 2. If you only have 1 player, you won't see that second control or the segmented control. So for player number 3, we can see their season stats at the top with a nice infographic showing the shot percentage. If we click on shots, we can see the cumulative shots for that player, how they shot on the goalie in the up and the down position, and then where all their goals were scored. And then the charts below that are the same as that you saw in the team charts, but specific to this particular player. And if we want to see the other player, we just select the other player, and then you got the season stats and charts for the different splits. But we still can't see the cumulative stats for all of the players. And this is by design. If you're a parent or a player, you can only see your cumulative stats or your child's cumulative stats. If you're wanting to see all of the players, then you need to be assigned the coach role. And so, I mean, ideally you are the coach, but maybe you're just doing the tracking yourself and you want to see the results. And so you go back into the roster tab, into the fans, select the fan again, choose change role, and then assign yourself the coach role and hit save. And now when we go to the stats tab, we can see we've got an additional option across the top. Before we just had team and player, now we have team, coach, and player. So we're going to select the coach role. And instead of the splits being down the left-hand side, now you choose the split at the top of the screen. And so we've got, we already have season selected. We'll select that again, but you can choose many different splits. And then now down the left-hand side, we've got the list of the players. So now you can see number 3, games played, goals, assists, points. Similarly, the shot percentages and number of shots and face-off percentages, defensive stats, goalie stats. And so that's how you can see the cumulative stats for all of the players. And again, you need to have the coach role. That wraps it up for the cumulative stats and how you can get access to them. We'll see you at the rink.